You already know we don't let none marinate. None marinate. We get straight to the situation. Get straight to the situation. Fight weekend. Fury Usyk. You know, besides that, you got a lot of other things going on out here. But you know, I would like to talk it. I'd like to talk about. Hold on, let me grab these weights real fast. You watching more lies come out about Boots. You watch Bud about to become an email champion. You feel me? They about to boost Madrimov and Virgil, claiming that's gonna be fight of the year when it's not. You got two overrated fighters, and people putting them on a high pedestal is crazy. I mean, it just be crazy. It would just be crazy, man. But what I think about it, and I keep telling y'all people, is that Golden Boy, Top Rank, K2 Promotions, Queensberry niggas, like these people, they be using the top fighter's name to promote a fight. We just watched Brian Norman Jr., the Duckmans. He just came out and explained that, Boots in 2025, Boots on top of his list. So hopefully in April when Boots get back in the ring, it'd be Boots versus Brian Norman, unification. Let Boots collect it. Or what can happen is what could happen is they can Brian Norman at 140 will be amazing. That's how I feel. Him at 147, but Brian Norman at 140 would be cool. So if Boots was to fight Mario Barrios in April, we should get a Tio versus Brian Norman at 140. You feel me? Because if Brian Norman and Boots fight in April and Brian Norman lose, he can go down to 140 and fight Tio for the WBO. You feel me? Boots just going to end up taking the WBO at 147. But Brian Norman at 140, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Brian Norman at 140 would be crazy. At 147, it's like, all right, you got away with one. But after that, we ain't seen you in action since. But that's the point with these top ranked fighters, And even when these fighters leave top rank, they still stuck in the top ranked ways. And what I mean by that is when you watch Bud Crawford, all right, he fought Spence, became undisputed. All right, cool, you became undisputed, but you ain't do nothing. You dug Boots the second time, and people don't call that a duck. How that's not a duck? You became undisputed. All right, I'm undisputed, and you never defended your undisputed status. So how would that make you the greatest? If you like, people got to make it make sense. We watch Earl Spence clinked up the welterweight division, right? He the one that won and captured every title and unified. Bud Crawford just stood there, top ranked, fighting bums. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Like I be telling people, yo, you gotta be real. You gotta keep it real. You gotta stand tall and keep the shit 100. You can't lie to the people because the people are gonna believe what you say, and once they see and hear what you saying, they're gonna believe what you say. And sometimes your lie can be a narrative of truth. And what I mean, if you hear any music in the background, I got the window up. I do not own the copyrights to none of this shit. Matter of fact, let me close it. So let's get back to the topic is, these people Just use big names. If Canelo, Tank, Boots, they're gonna use their name to promote their fighters fight. You know? And to me, that's the crazy thing I dislike. And I tell people be thinking I be tripping. I be like, just look at it. You know these fighters got to fight up. You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, Boots came out and told the world, if it don't come from me, it ain't real. The very next day, these niggas are Boots versus Tio. And Tio ain't say none of that shit. Tio just said, I would like to fight Boots, Tank, Bud. These are the people I would like to fight. You feel me? Everybody else ran with the narrative. You feel me? And all Senior doing is just like, yo, Boots, what's up? What's up? He's trying to get the best fights for his son. Know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got these people, top rank, they gonna run with the narrative. Oh, these niggas ducking. Oh, we saying, bro, Tio ain't going up to 147 and Boots ain't going down to 140. So the lies is still there. The lies is gonna automatically still be there. And what people gonna do, people gonna believe the bullshit. They gonna always believe the bullshit. Know what I mean? It's like niggas saying, no, we watched Devin Haney lose. We watched Devin Haney get his ass whipped. We watched Devin Haney do the softest shit in boxing history. He got his old back. And how he got his old back, like, it doesn't make sense. You the nigga that's dealing with a well-known cheater in Victor Conte. So how the fuck Ryan gonna test positive for PEDs? Why he ain't test positive the day before? Y'all doing VADA, right? So VADA doing random testing, so why he ain't do it? Why, all right, y'all fought on 420, but why 421? His test wasn't, know what I mean? Y'all waited 11 days later. And then when the lady tested the whatever it was, the blood or the piss, she resigned the same day and said, all right, Ryan got found guilty with all this Ostarine. And people got to make it make sense. Ostarine is so 1994. It's so 1994. If Ostarine still was out, why Alicia Bumgarner ain't test positive for Ostarine? Why Connor Benton? Why everybody else right now that been tested dirty recently and Ostarine ain't pop up? But it only popped up in Ryan shit. And the crazy thing popped up in Ryan shit, the same shit Victor Conte went to jail for. Ostarine was one of his charges. Make it make sense. Ostarine was one of Victor Conte. You got to say allegedly for YouTube, but it ain't allegedly because it's the truth. The nigga, he went to court for this shit. He did time for this shit. Know what I mean? And they let him right back into boxing. And they knew Sugar Shane tested for that shit, bro. Like, people got to make it make sense, but people don't want to believe because everybody on some nut shit, man. Everybody want to believe what they believe. You know, long as something fit their narrative, they running with it. And then you watch, like, they let a foreigner come purchase American media of boxing. The boxing media of America, they let a foreigner come and purchase it. Now, what the foreigner doing is creating all this propaganda. You feel me? You let a foreigner come purchase Ring Magazine, BoxRec, Boxing, Box News. You let a foreigner, Turkey Ali Sheikh, so you know these foreigners don't like Americans, purchase American media boxing. Now he controlled the narrative. And when you punch up anything on Google or whatever, all the other shell companies is going to promote the narrative that he has. Then when you go on YouTube, you're going to see Project Mockingbird. Everybody saying the same dumb bullshit. And then when you see the other people like myself and others, shout out to H Money, shout out to Orthodox TV, shout out to Pro Box TV, shout out How the Box TV too. It's just crazy. We the motherfuckers that be getting shadow banned because we the ones that's giving out the truth. And then you watch other people that's on our level with shit. They promoting the narrative shit, and they don't shadow ban them. They don't give them no strikes. But the people that tell the truth, they get strikes to. They want to shadow ban us. And for instance, we both dive in the pool. They want to hold my legs and think that I'm drowning, and the whole time I'm not. It's just these corny niggas trying to hold me down. You feel me? But it's cool though, because we still going to ball and we still going to win. The message still going to get out there. I don't give a fuck if one person hear it, two people hear it, or three people hear it. Somebody going to hear it and it's still going to spread. It might not spread like wildfire, like how all this propaganda is being spread, but the truth, it's always light at the end of the tunnel, man. Always believe that. It's always light at the end of the tunnel. But you got these people with these false narratives, man. These niggas acting like pagans. You feel me? And they just be crazy. And then you got an advisor. That's why, like when people say in Turkey, like, bro, Name me one fighter he gave 10 million to. And I'm not trying to hear Roddy money, because to give a person $8 million in American money and Roddy, that means he got to give them motherfuckers $40 million. $40 million in Roddy money, changed to American money, is only $8 million. And $8 million of our money is $40 million in Roddy money. Make it make sense. So if he giving you $8 million in Roddy money, that means you only getting $2 million in American money. Like, you gotta make it make sense, man. You gotta make it make sense. But people run with it. Oh, Turkey, he's saving boxing, he's doing this. No, he's putting on big cards, right? So by him putting on all these big cards, none of these fighters in these big cards made $10 million yet. But all these fighters in these cards, right? Pay attention. All these fighters on these motherfucking cards can be their own main events. And now you can make boxing great again by all of these big cards, you making them their own main events. You feel me? Make it make sense. But to his defense, and I got a feeling this is the truth, it's the people he got around him. The people they around him, they leeching, but at the end of the day, they want to see his downfall. Why? Because I watched it with Eddie Hearn. I watched when Eddie Hearn came to the States. I watched Top Rank. I watched Golden Boy. I didn't watch PBC. Niggas ain't want to let him eat over here. When he gave Canelo that, well, it was 275 million or 270 million, 275 million for like a 7-fight deal. Remember, and Canelo went on that European tour, and we got the Triple G 3 times. You feel me? We got Triple G 3 times. Colin Smith and all of them. When Canelo went on that European tour, it was a 7-fight deal. It was 275 million, if I'm not mistaken. Eddie Hearn gave him. And from there, nobody ain't want Eddie Hearn to eat. I seen that shit, and I'm like, damn. That's why Oscar kept playing him and shit, but you can't play the nigga because, you know, DAZN gave him $1 billion. They gave him $1 billion. I want y'all to remember that. It was like 2015, 16, if I'm not mistaken. Or we're probably with like 17 around there. But I want y'all to go back. This when DAZN first took off. I want y'all to go back and look it up. Do your own research. And you'll be like, all right, now. Then you're going to have a better understanding. Because that's when he signed Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, remember? And Demetrius, everybody was blackballing him. Nobody want to give Boo Boo a fight. So Boo Boo even went on the European tour. Remember that? Then he got Regis. And then, you know, he just was working with that's the only smartest thing Devin Haney ever did in his career was start his own promotional company. You feel me? But yeah, that I remember those was the guys he had. Then he signed Edgar Berlanga. Berlanga went on like a 16 knockout winning streak. He had Billy Joe Sanders. Billy Joe was doing his thing. Who else he had? I'm just talking at that time that Eddie Hearn signed, and then Hitchison came in late after he left Mayweather. Hitchison signed on, but I knew Regis was there. Damn, I gotta go back and check the boards again. But I'm just talking about the people that I first seen there. That when Eddie Hearn came to the States and gripped up fighters, I know it was that. I know Boo Boo Andre was one. Canelo, he gave him 275 million for 7 fights. I know this nigga Regis got picked up. Berlanga. There was another fighter. It's gonna come to me though. It's gonna come to me. But yeah, man, I watched that, and when I seen that, I was like, damn, man, it's just crazy how stupid shit people would do, just don't want to see a person eat and really mess up the sport. You gotta understand me. You got half of these fighters, they don't love the sport no more because of this bullshit politics that's messing boxing up. And we gotta remember, ain't none of these fighters ducking, ain't none of these fighters scared. It's the management, it's the promotional company. Really, it's the promotional company, because a lot of promotional, if you're a true boxing fan, you know certain promotional companies do not work with certain promotional companies, and if it do, it just be one mega ass fight. That's it. If you know, you know. Like you gotta keep it real. If you know anything about PBC, it gotta make sense. They ain't dealing with Bob Arum, Top Rank, and them niggas. They not dealing with Golden Boy. That shit is out of the window. You feel me? Then you got Golden Boy. Oscar might deal with Eddie, but that shit really that Top Rank and Golden Boy cool. So that's why I say them two niggas spread the narrative. You got to remember Oscar De La Hoya in the '90s. He was the Golden Boy, man. 20 million to fight. He was carrying Top Rank, and Top Rank had a lot of good fighters. But at the end of the day, he that I seen since being alive, he was the first fighter that was fighting, still had his own promotional company, signing fighters that was at Top Rank, leaving their contract. It was like a mutual bond. You know what I mean? And that's how they ate. That's when I seen Bernard come on board, and I seen Sugar Shane come on board. And when Sugar Shane cheated, I guess whatever happened. But he still might be a part of it. I don't know, but I know Bernard and motherfucking Oscar, them niggas. And Richard Schaefer was there. Richard Schaefer was one of the Golden Boys matchmakers. Richard Schaefer was the shit. Now Richard Schaefer over here at PBC, if I'm not mistaken, with Mayweather and them, right? So we watching the best fights get put on. Like the criticism of Tank and Lamont Roach is crazy to me because you got all of these people saying they know boxing, they love boxing, but how can you downplay Lamont Roach? If you're a true boxing fan, you know Lamont Roach. His last 4 fights, he campaigned at 3 weight classes. 140, 135, and 2 fights at 130. But he ended up becoming the champion at 130. Tank like my size, 5'4", 5'5". Lamont Roach like 5'7", 5'8". So how he's the smaller fighter when nigga Tank gotta look up? He fighting a taller fighter. You understand me? You just gotta put respect on the person's name that became champion. We watched Shakur Stevenson. We watched Loma on X, Twitter, told Shakur, I'ma step aside so you and Tank can fight and I get the winner of that. We watched Shakur duck. And then when he signed to Eddie Hearn, everybody, Joe Cardina, but everybody say Tank fight bombs. And the last time I checked, every person that's on Tank record, we're gonna take Frank Martin out of the equation. Pitbull came in as a fill-in, but everybody else, he beat champions. He beat more champions than everybody people naming. His resume is better than anybody's resume at 135, even at 140. You understand me? Jose Pedraza, Segler, all these people was dogs. Pedraza was a champion. All these niggas was ex-champions. But Pedraza was a champion. Segler was a champion. These niggas was champions. And y'all people talk crazy about this man's record. And it amazing me. It's like, damn, do these people really know boxing? Or they just listening to Top Rank, Turkey out of Sheep type niggas and Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya type niggas? You understand me? At least when you hear Bernard Hopkins, he tell the truth. You're like, listen, Tank the best there. Like, we gonna keep this shit real. Can't none of them niggas really beat him. And his resume speak volumes. They speak for themselves. It's like right now they trying to criticize Canelo resume. How you gonna criticize Canelo resume? Nah, man. It make no sense. You can't criticize a motherfucking man resume that fought champions, beat a lot of champions. If it's all like that, Canelo fought niggas in their prime. If you're going to criticize a person's resume, you got to criticize Floyd's resume, right? All right, Floyd beat ex-champions, but he didn't fight none of them niggas in their prime. Canelo, since we watched when he came to the States after the Floyd fight, we watched him fight everybody in their prime. Austin Trout, Miguel Cotto was a little out of his prime, just like Floyd fought Miguel Cotto out of his prime, and Pacquiao out of his prime. You understand me? But besides that, everybody else, James Kirkland versus David Benavidez, let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. Kirkland was smoking shit. You understand? Austin Trout was smoking shit, but Canelo resume speak volume, man. People got to put respect on his resume, man. People got to put respect on Tank's resume. Yeah, Tio got a good resume. Tio was the only fighter that went and beat Richard Comey at 135. Everybody was scared to fight Richard Comey for the IBF title. Devin Haney was scared. Devin Haney ran. Loma ran because Loma said he don't want to fight tall fighters. Loma ran for Richard Comey. He fought Richard Comey after. You feel me? A couple years after. But at the end of the day, T.O. went, beat him, took the IBF. Loma had the 3 belts. He had the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO. And when T.O. fought him in 2019, he beat Loma and what they crowned him, the undisputed champion. You feel me? So then you watch Dickey and Devin Haney. Oh, you know, yes, he is undisputed, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? He's undisputed. He's the lineal champion. When you became undisputed, nigga, didn't you get a lineal title? All right, then. You got a lineal ring, nigga, that makes you undisputed. You feel me? Back then in the 90s, it just was a 3-belt era. That's how niggas became a nigga just become undisputed like this. But now these days, niggas be ducking it, and then whatever narrative a person put out, they so dumb they don't know. Becoming a lineal champion, you got to be undisputed. Nigga, you don't see, he got the WBA, he got the WBC, he got the WBO, he got the IBF. But you know, all right, the ring champion comes with the belts that you get. But niggas just ain't fighting for a ring belt by itself. Niggas ain't fighting for a lineal title by itself. No, you gotta earn that shit. You understand me? When you unify or whatever, that's when you get the ring and all that. Or if the person that carried the ring and you unify with him, 9 times out of 10, that's when you put it up. You know? So, like I tell people, man, you just got dumbass people out here, man. You feel me? Sometimes you just got dumbass people out here. You know, you just got a bunch of retarded, stupid motherfuckers out here, yeah. Because you can tell dickheads one thing, and on the other thing, they still do the stupidest shit. And then they want to act dumb and don't. It's just sad out here. It's just sad. A bunch of stupid motherfuckers. It's just sad, yeah. Then they want to get mad at you. No, you got to be mad at yourself for being the fuck dumb. The shit right in front of your face. You watch the same shit everybody else watch. If a person tell you something, listen to what the fucking person tell you. Don't be a dickhead and still do the super same shit. And that make a person be like, damn, bro, like what type of time you on? If I tell you something once, like, why the fuck you still doing the shit I told you not to do? Or if you tell a person, like these false narratives that come on out here. Like I said, we let a person come and purchase American media, boxing, and just create all these bullshit narratives, you know. Then he goes out and really said, the first offer I sent, I told Bud, yo, we got Virgil on the table. I spoke to Bud, and Bud ducked, but nobody talked about that. You understand me? But niggas don't talk about the money. You understand? It's a difference. Money, the fulus is different. You want to pay a nigga $8 million, pay him in America. Why? Because he know he's getting $8 million and whatever the tax deduct. At least he's going to see $6 million, $5 million back. But if I go to Roddy and you give me $8 million in Roddy, nigga, like, what the fuck I'm gonna make? Come back to America, I fuck around, just have 700,000, nigga, 800,000. Do I look like a dickhead? It's not a smart business move. But stupid people on here, they don't know contracts. Remember, when Boots signed to Eddie Hearn promised him a unification, promised to make him become undisputed in them fights. You gotta remember, Terrence Bud Crawford ducked Boots. He dropped the belt. He ducked Boots 2 times. 2 fucking times. 2018 and 19, he ducked Boots. That's when Boots with the IBF route. Spence ended up ducking Boots for 3 years. Like, how y'all people don't remember this shit? I forgot y'all niggas got amnesia. You got amnesia, or not, y'all niggas just some nut huggers, man. A bunch of nut huggers. You know what I mean? A bunch of nut huggers. A bunch of chupacabras. That's what the fuck y'all are. You know? But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. You know the holidays coming. You know, stay lean, stay mean, stay safe and dangerous. You already know it's All Facts, No Opinion Sport Podcast. I never let nothing marinate, man. We get straight to the sauce, everything saucy, whip it to the oils, Mr. Arm & Hammer. But yeah, man, I just was on throwing little curls with these dumbbells. I gotta get a cut, but ain't nothing much. Until then, go run up Living for Today. Farmboy Louis 13 YouTube channel. Check me out. Run it up. We back, and it's just like that. $1, 13.